my channel. This is Jude. So happy that you join me today as we review and prepare for our consecration day. And if you haven't seen the other weeks yet, I will be linking them as we are discussing, continuing from here. So take a look at those and refresh what we have talked about during this retreat. And if you haven't gotten a copy of Father Michael Gaitley's book, 33 Days to Morning Glory, I will link that below as well. This is a terrific book, and this is the retreat that we have been giving these past weeks. So this is a great book to keep in your spiritual library. You'll refer to it often. And remember, our consecration doesn't happen just once. We can consecrate ourselves every day if we want to, like St. John Paul II did. So keep it handy, lots of prayers in the back of the book, so I really recommend a copy of that. Now let's talk about the steps to consecration. And consecration, again, remember, is giving of yourself. Giving yourself to Mary. In this case, this is a Marian consecration. So we're saying yes to Mary, yes that we trust you, yes that you know us and you want the best for us, and that you are there loving us and interceding and bringing our worries and joys and anticipations to the heart of Jesus, your Son. So the first thing I recommend for you to prepare for the consecration day is to make a good confession. So I would recommend you checking out the times at your local parish and going under a review process, thinking about the things, the commandments, and the things maybe that you fell short on, and go ahead and make a confession. If you're unable to do that before the consecration day, then just meditate, go in with a clean conscience, unload everything to Jesus. You can tell him everything. He knows us so intimately anyway, but it's just a matter of saying, Jesus, I'm turning all of this garbage over to you, and I'm cleaning myself out and getting ready to really prepare and fill up with the grace of Mary, with your love. So that's wonderful. That's number one. Number two is to write or print the consecration prayer. Now I'll have one that's going to be listed below, but you can write your own prayer in your own words too. Just stating that from this moment on that you are giving of yourself to Mary and her Immaculate Heart, and really giving your life and changing over your life to Jesus. Number three, get a miraculous medal if you don't have one already. And I have a beautiful one, and it's one that I don't take off. I wear it constantly, and I just love it. It's a reminder that the heart of Jesus is with me always, and it burns within my heart with the intercession of Mary, that I am never alone, no matter what happens in my life, that my constant is Jesus and Mary's grace and her intercession for me in my life. So that's a wonderful thing. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. There's many religious bookstores that sell that, so check that out. Now, 3 points that I wanted to go over with once we make our consecration. Then we don't just put it aside, and we just don't, say, okay, my consecration is done, like graduation, and then I'm just going to go on. No, it's an everyday process. So I would recommend either writing a short prayer or looking below for a reconsecration daily to the steps and the stages that you have committed to. So it doesn't have to be a long drawn out thing. It can be very simple, and I will link that below. Now, also our attitude is very important. once we go through our consecration, remember the attitude that Mother Teresa had. We talked about that thirst. I thirst. Thinking about what Jesus said on the cross. I thirst. And that's really what we're praying for, is that we have that thirst. We have that need to really live a different life from here, this moment on. That all is to Jesus. All is to preparing ourselves to go out and really be the eyes and the feet, the hands of Jesus, and do our work with the grace of Mary, that we can touch lives and improve lives. And then devotion. So I would recommend picking, and there's many devotions, and if you do get a copy of Father Michael Gaitley's book, there's lots of the devotions in the back of the book too. I pray the rosary every morning, and so it's part and parcel of my life. And so praying the rosary is a good devotion. Making a novena, which is a 9-day prayer asking for petitions for certain situations, and I will link a really, really good site that you would be able to have ongoing novenas. Making a pilgrimage, that's wonderful. If you had seen my Broken Mary pilgrimage, this was a beautiful story, and I'll link it above, and watch that. Going to different churches. There's so many different places around the world that we can actually go to, and it doesn't have to be far. It can be within your own vicinity, in your city, and just make it a special time that you're going to make that pilgrimage, and make a holy hour when you're there, or really, really be in mind, body, and spirit, saying, I'm here to be filled up with the Holy Spirit. I'm here to be fully immersed in the energy that I need to go out and continue God's work in the world. And then also the last thing I would say is never stop adding to your spiritual library. I am such a book person. I love books, as I always recommend to you different books. And there never is an end to really great spiritual books. So keep looking for different books, and I'll keep doing my book reviews and reading those books, and keep growing in the faith. That's really important, that we stay, our mind is just endless with the amount of information, and our hearts are yearning to really grow in the love of Jesus and grow in our devotion to Mary. So congratulations to you, and comment below, are you ready to be consecrated, or maybe this is a reconsecration to you? Another thing I just want to say real quick is put down the date you are consecrated, because that's a really special day, and you'll want to look back, and maybe every year on that day you reconsecrate yourself again. So there's never too many times. Every day we can say, I'm here for you, Jesus. I'm here for you, Mary. I'm here. Do with me what you will, as Mary's example was. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you do. And remember, until next time, friends, peace be with you.